Hello, everyone. What if I told you there's a war going on right now? A quiet one. One that most people don't even realize is happening. No bombs, no battlefields, just pressure, influence, and control spreading quietly across the world. Let's start with something that sounds like a spy novel, but isn't. Secret Chinese police stations in other countries. I'm not talking about embassies or consulates. I'm talking about actual police outposts, run unofficially by China, inside cities like London, Amsterdam, and yes, even in places like New York and Toronto. These are real, and they're operating outside the law of the countries they're in. Their goal? Supposedly to help Chinese citizens abroad with paperwork and ID renewals. But when you look closer, reports have shown a darker purpose: tracking dissidents, pressuring people to return to China, and threatening their families if they don't. This isn't just theory. This has been reported in over 50 countries and several governments, including Ireland, Spain, and the Netherlands. They have launched investigations and have shut some of them down. But that's just one layer. Let's talk about the illegal biolab discovered in Reedley, California. Now, I know I've said I'm not from the US, but this story matters to the whole world because it wasn't discovered by an FBI agent or Homeland Security. It was found by accident. A local city worker noticed a garden hose coming out of a building that was supposed to be vacant. And that's it. That's how it started. A garden hose. When they looked inside, what they found was shocking. A secret lab, operated by a Chinese-linked company. Inside were thousands of vials of infectious diseases: HIV, herpes, malaria, tuberculosis, and even samples labeled Ebola. Authorities also found fridges full of blood and other biological materials. Mice genetically modified to catch and spread COVID, and counterfeit COVID and pregnancy test kits, all unlicensed, all illegal, and no one knew it was there. The man behind the operation? A Chinese national named Jai Bai Zhu, also known as Jesse Zhu. He had already been in legal trouble in Canada for faking medical products. He owed over $300 million in court judgment. And yet somehow he was quietly running a biolab in California. This wasn't just some amateur setup, it was sophisticated. There were documents in Chinese, payment records from Chinese banks, and evidence of ties to companies with connections to the Chinese government. So let's recap. 1. Secret police stations around the world operating without permission. 2. Illegal biolabs filled with dangerous pathogens found by accident. And who knows, there might be more across the world. And 3. Political pressure against dissidents, no matter where they live. None of this has been officially declared. No war has been announced, but it's happening anyway. It's quiet, it's subtle, and it's global. Here's what I think. China doesn't need to declare war. Not when they're already planning a long game. A game of slow infiltration, influence, and control. You might not see it in the headlines. You might not hear politicians talking about it, but it's real. And the fact that most people aren't talking about it, that might be the most dangerous part of all. Thanks for listening. Stay aware, stay curious, and question the silence. Goodbye.